when we think about a cultural shift as leaders in safety, how do we foster an environment that promotes an attitude that not only are hazards, we could eliminate hazards in the workplace, but anything less would be unacceptable. So I'm sure many of you, well, maybe not all of you, there's quite a few young people in the room, might remember what it was like on an airplane and the smoking section. In fact, there used to be the last several rows of a plane. I mean, I can't imagine that ever being acceptable. And fortunately, drinking and driving is now culturally unacceptable, thankfully. And we are experiencing a shift in culture when it comes to texting and driving. And we are desperately today trying to change the culture of speeding through construction zones. And it is a culture when a segment of society will argue that if you are fining a speeder through a construction zone when there's no workers, that's simply a cash grab. Well, we need to be in a point in society that it is totally unacceptable to speed through a construction zone at any time. Let us be at a point where slowing down is as natural as putting on your seatbelt. We should never debate whether or not there are workers present or not. These cultural shifts, though, will only happen through leadership. And as we know, leadership can take on many forms. You've heard a couple of times through the last couple of days about our very successful campaign at Manitoba WCB. In fact, 82% of Manitobans recognize our Safe Work campaign. Spot the hazard, assess the risk, find a safer way every day. Now, I'd like to challenge you to think about the orders of the words. Safe work or work safe. Clearly, when you say safe work, and this is not safe work, and when you say work safe, it implies that all the hazards have been removed from the job. When you say work safe, it now implies that all the rest of it relies on the worker. Now, fortunately, in today's culture, we have the right to refuse unsafe work such as this.